Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Robb Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
About 20 minutes ago, as I was getting out, before I got in the shower, about an hour ago, I took a second shower because I'd gone and run some errands, and it's about 5,000% humidity down here in Southwest Florida. And I decided that another one was, and in the middle of that, I made a decision that I had said before that when I lost 50 pounds, I would shave my beard off. And so I am close to 60 pounds down, and what I was going to do was shave my beard off, and I have almost totally shaved my beard. I don't know if you can tell, but it is absolute stubble, like wisp.
I would say it's probably
stubble.
a 1.
Let's see if I can zoom in.
Do you use a guard?
No, I didn't use the guard. I went right to the thing.
I use a
like
guard.
Edward
right
Scissor
to,
hands. I don't have a steady hand
flying
like
up.
that. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I can't do that.
All right, hold on.
I've tried that so many times and lost. That battle of like, let's see how steady. Do you have surgeon hands? And then, if you've ever seen me with like a completely new beard,
This was
that's when
taking my wall, which is
That's the Cadillac of clippers.
it really
that's
is
the trimmer I use when
Yes.
I really have a lot of beard that I want to get rid of. I
Correct.
also have a Panasonic. I have two of them. Panasonic I use for. Why did you laugh at Panasonic?
Because I think of Panasonic for audio-visual stuff.
I know, but it's been there forever. It's lasted so
Sure.
long, and I've had a couple of them. The nose trimmer too is
Yeah.
Panasonic,
Yeah.
and they're granite. They last forever. They're really, really good. So they can double dip.
Is Norelco a Panasonic brand or is it its own
No,
brand?
I think
No,
Norelco
Norelco's,
stands alone.
Yeah, it stands alone in its mediocrity.
No,
But what about Santa Claus
I-
going through the snow?
I'm a Norelco
that's his-
guy. I'm a mediocrity guy.
He's a man of mediocre means.
There you go. Is that a whisker you missed underneath your chin?
Here, the jowl.
Yeah.
I could have gotten rid of that, but I kept it. I usually have the beard go like that,
Gotcha.
because it's like, look, this
Yeah.
is a face scrotum. This is a hello,
Mike,
I'm hanging down.
I think
I'm hanging
for less
down.
than like a G, you can get someone just like suck
I'm not
that
doing
out.
it. No, I'm not doing
Or do what Pee Wee Herman does, tape
for
it back.
less than a G. For less than $1,000. We don't have that. It's disposable.
I understand that,
There might
but-
be a watch I want.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But maybe I've seen too many women in my life do some sort of like adjustment.
Oh, tell me about it.
No, but I just think
Mike, if you do that, you're always going to look unhappy.
no, but look what he's doing right now. I see what he's doing.
Tape
That's
it
not a
back.
facelift.
No.
I'm talking about taking that, keeping all your skin, not stretching anything out, but just going in there with like a turkey baster and like sucking all that out.
That's not that.
No, it's not
skin.
that. It's skin.
Skin to win.
It would have to be like a nip and a tuck and a pullback.
Well, you know more than we do.
Well,
Well,
yes.
we should get your wife on to talk to me about it.
You got Mike. The show's only 80 minutes.
Well, I'd love to hear what she has to say. I'd like to hear what she has to say about it.
Do you,
know?
Mike?
First
Yeah,
thing is she'd
I'm
hold
here.
up today's newspaper.
First off, do you
She's still alive?
do you feel
Who
like
knows?
do you feel
I'm
more,
waiting.
Do you feel more attractive?
No.
No?
No, because the weight loss, I've been thinner.
Oh.
I've been thinner while I've been with Carla. So I've been.
So you have a goal weight.
I've been about 10 pounds thinner than I am right now.
Okay,
but I
so
still
that-
fat.
When was that roughly?
Boy, Carla would tell you better than I will. We've been together a long,
Long time, yeah.
why do I feel like this is the thinnest we've seen?
2003, that area.
Okay, all right. So this is the thinnest you've been in podcast years, though.
This
And then
is great.
as soon as Carla
Great
and I,
call.
absolutely with
years?
the pod,
All day, all day,
podcast.
all day.
And when I got married,
Yeah.
I was a manatee. I was a walrus. I
Really?
am the walrus cuckoo cuckoo. Yeah,
I
was
don't
big.
remember that.
I have wedding I look like for the older listeners in our audience right now. I'm if my tuxedo had been white during the wedding, I would have been James effing Coco.
Their wedding pic is Carla standing in front of Mike.
Mm-hmm. Profile shot.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Still
and
nice.
Carla looks absolutely
Oh, she's
radiant.
stunning.
And I'm like,
Well, we've all. I'm like, look. I think first of all, I commend you on your journey. You continue. You know, this is a big deal for everybody.
Mhm.
But more importantly for you, if you're saying that you've been 10 pounds lighter, I don't know you in that world. I'll
Mhm.
tell you why, because we didn't meet each other until 2006.
And didn't you meet at
No.
a buffet?
2000? No, we didn't meet at a buffet.
That was a joke.
Thank you.
I
2000,
was fatter.
2004
I
we
was
met.
fatter with the second the show when we got laid off from JFK,
Mhm.
Right.
and then I took the other job at the morning show.
Yes.
Yes.
With
But that was in
is it
2010,
Citadel?
2009.
Is it Cumulus, Citadel, whatever they
It
are.
was Shamrock Broadcasting.
Cumulus.
Oh yeah, it was Cumulus, and I was the fattest I'd ever been during that period of time
Also-
before I went on, and that was 326.
Stressful times.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
you were
know,
stopping for
I
ice
was-
cream on the way
I was
home.
stopping for ice cream to relax. That's how my dietary.
What does it say about me that I
Mine was
I
programmed.
admired that?
We did call
Well,
it a pro move.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'd eat it in like an elementary school parking lot. So you combine the perv with that. You know, I sounded like some sort of pedophile just out there. Hey, there's a good vanilla cone. Look at the kids on the
I do
schoolyard."
remember
Yeah.
that was around that time when an evening stop at McDonald's that Jimmy Cerrito was driving
Yeah.
you, and you got very upset that the ice
And
cream
Jimmy
machine was
recorded
broken.
it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
did.
I think he recorded it too, where he was just where I was just drinking heavily, eating heavily, smoking. Lucky to be here.
We're in a better place.
You know?
Yes.
We are in
lucky,
a better place.
Lucky to
Yes.
be here.
All
but,
of us are.
So that's it. I don't know if I'm going to go the full day with it, but it's close.
When's the
It
last
would
time
be-
you've been devoid of facial hair?
Oh, I can't tell you. I can't.
It's
a
a
bet-
weird
a bet
feeling.
on the old
Probably
Don
when
and
he was
Mike
like
show.
8 years old.
Yeah,
No,
probably.
a bet on the old Don and Mike show where I probably shaved it. You know,
Because I can remember, I think maybe I've seen a picture, or maybe I saw you when you were just a mustache.
if I shave the beard off, it's not going to be that big a difference now.
No,
You know, 'cause it
no,
really
I don't.
looks,
I wasn't.
It's going to feel weird, though.
Usually, like I saw Guillermo del Toro without facial hair at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Freaked me out the first time because I was like, "This is weird. Why would he do this?" I don't have that. I don't have those feelings. We saw your face. You're on camera. I was like, "Oh, he looks normal." And then I realized like you trimmed your beard. But I
Super
didn't-
trimmed.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
didn't. I wasn't like, "Oh, this is strange."
There's nothing there. I mean,
No.
it's white first of all, so it's practically translucent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the face scrotum is not something I'm happy with. But I knew I'd have it. I had it once before when I lost.
But the
a little
beard isn't going
weight.
to pull away from the face.
It's not going to
scrotum.
take because it's all right here. It's
Yeah.
like a fat guy spreading his leg.
What about face sculpting?
What's that?
That
What do you
Cole, I think there's some body sculpting that they
Well,
do
you'd
out
think
there.
that being
Like with mortician's wax, or what do you mean?
It's
you,
like
you'd think being married to a facialist.
Yes.
I would know. I don't know whether she turns it off when she's with me.
well, it's
or
hard.
what
Turns
the
what
deal is.
off?
The knowledge that she has that she shares with other women and men.
Mhm.
Yes.
And then I'll say something like I like to get the old nostril wax like we had in New Orleans.
Yes.
Right.
I like that done periodically. And it's like book an appointment, you know. I mean, she's so busy I don't have any time. She doesn't have any time.
You
for
know
me.
what? It's like
I'm gonna try to hit her up in Maine.
Yes.
When she's gonna bring
The
some of her
downtown.
tools up
Yes,
there for the
yeah,
family.
yeah.
So it's only be like a carrying massage table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That type, and I'm gonna
You say
how
me
about a little
first.
something for the
Me
effort.
first.
Yeah.
Was
Me
there
first.
not an episode of Seinfeld where he dated a massage therapist that
He
would
couldn't
not,
get. He couldn't get one.
and he couldn't get a massage from her?
Correct.
Yeah.
Wonderful experience today. My son's last day of school. I dropped him off at school and then I picked him up at school. Mrs. O'Mara, very busy.
Yes, of course.
So, just call me Mr. Mom, as I am. Just call me the nanny, I really should just have are you kidding, Carla? See you at work.
You're gonna miss these days, and two blinks, he's gonna be driving to school.
Well,
That's right.
the pickup was wonderful. You could just tell the energy from the tea. Look, obviously, they have to double dip, a lot of educators, simply for financial reasons. But there are some of them that might be working with a spouse that covers the expenses during the summer.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are still doing the traditional. Summer is here. The best benefit of being a teacher,
Yes.
right? You get a summer. to download. You get a summer to unwind. You get a summer to have it. And so there was that level of energy. And Michael, I pull in this little turnaround, and they lead the little crumb crunchers to the car.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's his teacher, sometimes it's another teacher, and this time it was one of the 4th grade teachers. And oh God, she had a New England accent. It was a real moment, and I showed my teeth laughing. Said, "Michael, you're a 4th grader now. Buckle up!" And I just went. And she saw me laughing, and it was just such a beautiful end to 3rd grade, because it's just like it gets a little heavier next year.
Yeah, true.
Buckle up. And then he got in the car, and
You
we're
went
driving
screaming
away.
down the highway?
School's out for summer. How you doing, everybody? Yes, sirree. That's it, June 1st, 2023. Hey, kids. F it all, doesn't matter anymore. That's right. School's out for summer, and you're having a great time. I hope you enjoy yourselves. WAVA. All right. Anyway, I walked it. I walked over it. I walked it. I walked the wreckage.
You get credit for golfing with the man once.
I can guarantee that none of our dads ever picked us up on the last day of school.
Well, they don't have bus service, so one of us has to do it, or the babysitter has to do it.
Think of that memory that he'll always have.
A lot of
he got in
times
the
my
car.
dad was he was elsewhere. on the
Like
last
you'd be
day.
left at the school?
Waiting, yeah.
Remember,
I mean,
he was gone. He left them
Yeah. I was
in 4th grade. He
Is that when your dad left?
Third, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
third. Oh,
Yeah.
bad age for that.
And that's when it all began. The trouble.
That's when Robb is fighting a sinus infection today, so bear with him.
In the third break, I will sing.
Yeah, but Robb went to urgent care. That's later in the show.
trouble.
Robb doesn't get out of the house much, so when he goes to urgent care, it's like
Big deal.
we're always nudging him to get
Yes.
out of the house. So this is all we got, but
Big
it's
deal.
worth it.
It's a step. It was by the Arby's, so, who knows what's next. I like to choose
The one
my
in that
medical
shopping
care.
Center?
Yes, you
right
saw
next to
it.
your house?
Of
I was like,
course.
he's got everything here.
Mike, I only choose medical care based on its proximity to fast
Of course.
food. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't do dental work, though. You still go into Fairfax for your dentist.
Yeah, well, he's got all my records.
But that's your fear of change, too. So you would,
Yeah, everything's
it wouldn't matter.
digital now,
You
so-
could have the greatest dentist that you would get for the same amount of money, and you would not change dentists, right?
Yeah, but it's still on the way home. You know what? From here to my
That's
house.
right. Technically.
Convenience.
Yeah, it is. Price, service, and
Technically, it
convenience.
is on the way home, so it doesn't break your rules.
Yeah.
So Michael gets in the car.
Yes.
And suddenly, his first words out was, "Dad, I'm sad."
Oh.
I said, "What are you sad about?" He was sad that school was over. We've never gotten that before.
Mhm.
It was a testament to the
Wow.
educators.
Oscar,
at,
he was
his little
sod.
school.
Did he get mod?
What do you mean?
Like,
Mod?
Well, sometimes sadness leads to
Yeah,
madness.
You mean, did he get upset?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, does
Yeah,
he
he
get-
got upset because then I told him we had to go down to Pet Kingdom to get a mouse for Jake, and he went, "Oh," because I know he was gonna. The plan today with the half day was immediately to go home and get online with his buddies.
he's got to
Yeah.
play
and,
games.
and the 10 minutes
Yeah.
that rocked that boat for him was apparently more than he could handle, and he's losing it. And I used the S word. I said, "Michael, I don't need that S word right now because I take care of your pet.
Yeah.
And I need to get him fed, and this is the opportunity I have."
Yes.
And then I hear, just sad, Dad. I'm like, well, summer's starting. Yay!
Just like Oscar said, he'll always remember this last day of school.
Well, he'll remember it being a crappy day because not only did he have to go get the mouse, and I had to go in with him. Normally, I dump him off, and he gets the mouse.
Right.
Because I don't want to deal with the people in the pet store. And
We've been to the pet store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right?
It can get distracting.
So he is in a better mood because I go into the pet store with him, and we look at the ferrets, and we look at the prairie dogs, and we look at the
Cattle.
They had a green moray eel.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
Wow.
Pretty cool. Green
Yeah,
moray.
Did
eel.
you sing the song?
What's that?
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore.
How
Long way to
medicated
get
are you?
there. Long way to get there.
How medicated are you today?
I have just the antibiotic and a cough suppressant pearl.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
How's he doing, Oscar? Is
He
he doing okay?
he was better than this morning.
I don't like him bringing illness into
I
Podville.
almost sent him home, but he was fine. I want to clarify for our listening audience. Pet stores in Florida are like Joe Exotic on Netflix.
Exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a tiger in the back.
Nothing
Is
like
that not a great pet store?
I walked in. I said,
isn't
"This
it?
is a zoo."
Yeah, it's fabulous. It's absolutely
In
fabulous.
Florida, reptiles, cartoon-sized fish. You've got puppies in the corner that may be eaten by the snakes. Who knows?
You walk in to the Pet Kingdom, and I'll give them a plug. I'll give them a plug. The Pet Kingdom in Fort Myers, Florida, and you walk in, and you immediately look to your right, and you will see, I swear to God, an effing dinosaur.
Yeah.
There is a lizard in there that's like moving its head. It looks like an animatronic thing.
Yep.
Absolutely massive. And then directly across is a boa constrictor that is equally massive.
Yeah.
And those are, I think they're there just for the conversation piece.
It's a superstore of exotic pets.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love it.
And
I love going
beautiful, beautiful attendance.
there. I don't love it. I don't love it so much that I don't send my kid in there to get the mouse. But we go in, and I said, want the biggest mouse you have. And the person that helps me there says over the PA, they go, "We need a mount." Hold on, I can do that.
Okay.
Turn it on. I'm sorry, I forget sometimes that I could do this. So if you'll bear with me.
Yes.
This thing should be turned on every time I come into the studio.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it's not. So then I turn it on thinking I've turned it on.
Yes.
But no, it went off automatically.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
so you
I
can't
have
leave it
to-
on.
No.
I have to turn it back on
Yeah.
Right.
so that it comes on.
And
And
it
then I have
boots
to
up.
set effects
Then you
off
gotta
and
hit a
then turn
button.
on the
Button.
And then I have to turn the volume on the board.
Right. So many things.
We're there.
We need.
Oh, we're not there.
It's muted. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, it's okay.
Once you unmute it, it'll get louder.
We need a mouse. We need the largest mouse you can get. And the person was playing it up with
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
So the person was like really pretending
Yes.
it was a big deal and it was funny. And then when I might want to turn this off now.
When they get on the PA, is it on a phone or is it on a proper microphone?
It's on a phone.
Oh.
No, I think it's on a proper microphone. I
You
think it's
should.
on a proper
Have you ever
microphone.
asked to use it?
No, because it's difficult to get to, and it would not be appreciated by
Okay.
anyone in there. They don't
They're
have
thoroughly annoyed by this
the,
already.
they don't have the the
No,
chip.
they like- I know
that's
the
more of
lady.
a box store activity. You want to do that at a box store.
Yes.
you know.
It's always fun. Always fun.
So there, it's fun to go in there, and then when I got the mouse home, it was a very large mouse, which Jake, as he's growing and growing and growing, is really ready for it. He's ready. He's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and dinner was served and received and digested within 15 minutes.
Was it the same situation where the mouse is briefly happy to be out of its carrier, and
Yes.
then he
No,
dies?
I want to
and-
stop talking about. You guys are ruthless.
No,
And
I
does,
hated it.
Does explorations.
Mike
and
made
then-
us watch this, people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He brought
And,
us into his son's room and said, "Watch this, guys."
It's the only time he's ever said,
Yeah.
"Rob, come here,"
Mhm.
and he
And
made
I
me
was
come
like,
in.
I don't want to see this, boss.
You know.
He's like, "You gotta
Just
grow
like
up
Hank
sometime."
Kingsley and the Larry Sanders Show. I'm like, come here.
After I had held the mouse in his carrier in the car,
Yeah.
I
Like they were doing shtick up front. I'm in the back with Michael, just being like,
I
this
bonded
is-
with him. I threatened to let him loose in the car.
You're
It's
like-
the circle of life, Oscar.
I
It's the
understand, but
circle of life.
look, something I'd rather know it has to happen, but don't want to be watching it.
Yeah.
You are thrilled by.
You
I
really
should
are.
point, well, let me just say this about that.
Yes.
I should point out that mice, along with rats,
Vermin.
cockroaches, vermin is the word. It's
Yeah.
vermin.
Yeah.
They're pests. So that's, if you look at it that way, as I do. And by the way, if you put your nose in that little cardboard box
that's
that
bad.
they come in,
Yes, the
times.
carrier.
it's the foulest thing in the world. They're the absolute foulest things in the world. It's no surprise to me why they carry disease. And so when I'm feeding
Plagues.
our ball python, I am really saying to myself, this is sweet revenge for the bubonic plague.
Yes. Mm.
So there.
So you don't save the
You're
carrier
doing
to,
your part.
to put other things in?
Oh God.
Like mixed nuts.
Well, I was thinking
No.
like garlic nuts.
You've had mice right in your house. Have you?
Oh,
had
yeah,
mice in your
yeah.
house?
I have
yeah.
them now. It's
You know
sad.
what they do? They live. They're
They
just
poop.
little poop factories.
Sad.
Yeah.
Shannon
Like
asked
Frankie
me.
is now in our own home, constantly.
Mm.
you
He's
know?
a poop factory.
Well, Michael spills paint why he had gold paint in the bathroom that he threw into the trash, the little trash receptacle next to the commode.
Yes.
And it exploded
Gold
on the floor.
paint? Like
and gold paint.
Like proper paint or like facial paint or anything?
I don't paint that a kid has to paint things.
Okay.
And I don't know what he was doing something with his sneakers and the gold paint, and I'm not going to get into it, but it was and so
he's at that age.
I put him down to bed and I walk into the bathroom and I look, I'm like, Michael, come here. I said, what is this? What is this? He said, what? He looks at me. You know when a 9-year-old lies, let me see if I can get the look. Let me see if I get the look. You know. Rob, say it really firmly. What is this?
Hey, what is this?
What? And I know he's lying, and some of it had spidged on the wall. And some of it had spidged on the molding. But much like I fixed his sneakers, his golden sneakers that he wanted, I used an alcohol swab to get rid of the paint. By the way, if you're having trouble getting a stain out, think about it's included in lens wipes, lens cleaners, anything alcohol. Those little swabs, alcohol-based products can really cut through paint.
Fix my mom's couch.
It's like paint thinner.
Yeah.
It's like paint thinner. It's what it is. It's exactly the same stuff.
And without that annoying turpentine smell.
But I like the smell of rubbing alcohol and stuff.
I like
love
that
smell. Yeah. Yeah, like when I when I get my many injections every week, I go.
Yeah.
Put it in my IV.
When I smell rubbing alcohol, I start slicing up a lime.
That's yep. Do you? I think that people that have severe alcoholism have been known to react to actual rubbing alcohol.
Oh, Kitty Dukakis.
She found cleaning supplies.
Yes. Why do I know it that
myth.
fast?
I don't know. If it's
no, that was true, I believe.
You were like Googling, how did Kitty Dukakis make alcohol?
She didn't. She would use, what was the product? It was like
I think it was rubbing alcohol.
Was it rubbing alcohol?
I think so.
What? All right, Google this.
I'm on it.
What household product did Kitty Dukakis get drunk on?
That's right. And she is, of course, for the younger in our crowd, married to presidential candidate Michael Dukakis.
She, the Democratic nominee who ran against, who the hell did he run against?
George W.
H.W.?
H.W., yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Clinton,
No.
I'm an idiot.
But I do remember one of my favorite lines on
Hairspray. Boom.
Was it hairspray?
I knew it was rubbing alcohol.
She drank hairspray and aftershave.
Aftershave.
There it is.
I love the internet.
You get. Hey, listen. If you get enough Fresca, you can put
here
it
we
in
go.
there.
Yeah.
The Massachusetts First Lady wrote in her new book that she ingested mouthwash, aftershave, vanilla extract, nail polish remover, and Tylenol lace with coating before entering the Alabama clinic in April.
Yeah.
Wow. I've heard about vanilla extract. I've not heard about it.
That's an alcohol. Extracts are alcohol based. Right?
And mouthwash. She was probably lovely to hug. But between the cologne and the mouthwash.
Did she survive her battle with addiction?
I think so.
She's still alive?
I'm looking for that. This is going to be a sod story if we get
I hope not. I hope, I hope if we're poking a little fun, she's still with us. I really do.
I was just reporting the news, Mike.
I don't want to look.
I know.
This is 1990.
It's 90. Oh, God. That's
33 years ago.
That's 33 when she was probably 50, right?
At least.
Oh, dear.
Okay, here we go. I'm
just
looking right now.
Wikipedia, Kitty
I'm on it.
Dukakis.
And also find out what her proper first name is.
Catherine
Kitty
Dukakis.
What I call my sister, Kitty O'Mara. Hi, Kitty.
Kitty.
Okay, here we go.
That's a great idea. I got my first gag that'll drive her nuts. I'll get the name.
Still alive.
Good.
Oh, good.
Still alive.
Good. That's the joke. Rob, that's the joke. You'll appreciate this.
Huh?
When I get up there and we're going to their house, we're staying the night with them before we go to our house because we have renters in there. So we will spend the night with Kathy and Paul, and I will say to Michael right out of the car, I promise you I will do this. I will say, give your Aunt Kitty a hug. Because we had an Aunt Kitty. Kathy and I had an Aunt Kitty, my paternal grandfather's sister was Aunt Kitty.
I had an Aunt Kitty
She was wonderful,
as well.
by the way. She was wonderful. You did?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I forget what it was short for. Speaking of a family.
Probably Catherine. It's usually Catherine.
I got a message on Facebook yesterday from a cousin. Pardon me.
Oh dear. Oh God. Hold on.
Get me out of here.
Hold
That
on.
was a
my
death
God.
rattle.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, you're
What's
kind.
going on?
So kind.
Oh my God.
That's social. Enjoy Spiewak, people. You heard it here first. Oh, great. Now I'm going to get sick with whatever he's rattling around in there.
I don't think so.
You were walking around with walking pneumonia for 3 months at one point.
That's right.
And it'll all be recorded. There you go.
There you go.
Finally got it in the machine.
Very good.
I finally got it in the machine. You can see all the deals Saturday night. There it is, William Shatner. Thank you.
So I got.
And then, let's get right to your thing, because I'll do it at the front before you
Okay.
totally lose your voice.
All right.
What were you saying, Kitty?
I got a Facebook message from a guy that I've never met, but I knew of. It's my father's cousin from growing up. My father hasn't seen him in probably 50 years.
Oh.
And his name is Kitty?
No. But you were talking family, and it was just odd
okay.
that he reached out to me, and I was able to put him together with my dad. And I found out that his mom, my Aunt Doris, is nearing 100 years old and still playing mahjong. She's alive.
That's exciting.
Isn't it great?
And I want to, that's wonderful, but let's talk about your situation.
Yeah.
Thank
You have
you.
been on a myriad of medications
Yes.
since your health scare earlier in the year, and that tends
Health scare last year.
Last year.
That's
Yeah.
right, last year.
Mhm.
God, I forgot. Time flies. And now, let me get an update, a medical update
Yes.
on the state of Robb. Oscar, how is he doing?
He seems like he's got more energy as of late, which I really do appreciate because, I think for a while there, if we're just being transparent, he was trying to find his own way, coming out of just the hospitalization, but also recalibrating his entire life, and it can't be easy. And I think we've shown you, and we continue to show you as much support as
You've been amazing.
Yeah,
You've been
so-
great.
But it's a journey that you are taking on your own.
Right.
So when you get sick, we all get scared.
Yes, and I haven't had a sinus infection like this in a while. I know the symptoms. I know I can feel it when it's coming on. Probably would have been better to go to the doctor. A day
Probably
a
would
day
be
sooner.
good to the doctor. Have you been to your regular doctor?
No, but to get
I think as opposed to going to 7-Eleven for your medical care, you might want to visit your regular guy.
well, Mike, I sometimes enjoy going to urgent care and getting a 10-year-old doctor.
All right, so you got home.
I left from
And-
here at about 6:30 yesterday.
So you're kind of too late to do anything.
Right, and also
And you're feeling crappier and crappier as the day is going on?
have all the symptoms, classic symptoms. And
Okay.
I get to urgent care
Of what?
of a sinus infection.
Okay.
I have a sore throat, a cough, a non-productive cough, as they say, a headache.
That sounds normally, if you want to hear what that is, I have this.
That sounds pretty productive, actually.
That was productive.
And the pressure in the head. And so, and also, I know you guys have given me crap about this in the past, but you can taste infection when it's in your, in your body.
Gross.
I know. So I get to urgent care, and
I
it
never
is.
have.
and
When you
it's-
hear these types of stories, and watch me get froggy.
I
This is-
swear to God, I thought I
Right?
had one from down here.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing a.
You just start thinking this is why people want to work from home.
Yeah.
They don't have to deal with this garbage.
Yeah. It might be a good idea for him to do that tomorrow. I think
So-
it'd be a really nice thing for him to maybe.
a nice
give him the
gesture.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, let him. I know he's got.
He's got a
projects at
computer. He's got
Podville.
everything.
There's
down there.
nothing.
He's
There's
got
nothing I couldn't do
Yeah,
from home.
he's
tomorrow.
got
Okay,
everything.
good. Well, tomorrow,
Please, for the love of God.
Okay,
you go.
go in
All right.
peace. So
Very
I
good.
get in there, and the place is empty. There's a guy at the front desk, and that's it.
This is this morning.
No, this is last night. I stopped at
Oh,
urgent
you were
care.
that sick that you stopped on
You're
the way
like,
home.
I gotta
Yeah.
get some.
I need to get some
relief.
antibiotics
Wow.
because they
wow.
take a few days to kick in.
Mhm.
So I go in and I say, hi. He says, he just points. There's a little computer screen, a touch screen. And
This is the attendant.
yeah, the guy in the lobby. I found out his name is Ernest.
Great.
And-
Ernest was the receptionist.
Yeah, and
It's a little
he's-
strip mall like urgent care.
Yeah,
Are you immediately aware this is not a nurse of any kind? This is simply a clerical worker.
exactly,
correct?
exactly. And he
Yeah.
pointed to the touch screen. And I always like using the touch screen at urgent care because no sick people have touched it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Yeah.
signing in, gross. And I get all that, and it says, when you are done, have a seat and prepare your insurance card and your driver's license. And that's the moment I hit that, Ernest says, come on over. And
They're wide open. There's nobody there.
Nobody there.
That's a good thing.
So I give him the stuff. He signs me in. He's an amazingly fast typist. And he says, have a seat. They'll be with you shortly. And I believe him because there's nobody there. Like not even cars in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Few, but not many.
Okay.
And I sit down, and even with all of that, they still make me wait 20 minutes.
For literally no one there.
No reason. And I know exactly what I need. If I had a punch card, I could have done this medical exam. And so they bring me back, and the lady weighs me. That's thrilling. They take my blood pressure. It's good. They check my oxygen. It's good. And she says, why are you here? I said, I have a sinus infection. I need antibiotics and a cough suppressant. She says, okay, room 2. And I go in room 2 and I wait 10 more minutes. And there is nobody in any of the rooms.
Do you hear talking? Laughing, socializing,
No, they
interaction?
did just page the doctor.
No, there is some socializing from the attendants.
Yeah, come on
laughing
in,
at each
doc.
other.
We got a customer.
How many nurses on the property at this time?
I saw 4.
4 nurses. And you're just sitting there, shoulders slumped, waiting to be treated.
So the 10-year-old doctor comes in. She's very nice. And she says, how can I help you? I said,
how young do you, how long, seriously, which, 10-year-old to you now?
24.
No.
24,
was
25.
Was she an RN?
No, she was not a doctor.
A physician's assistant?
A PA.
Yeah,
she was a PA.
Okay.
And she was 25 if she was a day. And she says, what's going on with you today? And I said, I have a sinus infection. I need antibiotics and a cough suppressant. And she says, okay. And she begins to check my heart. She takes my blood pressure.
Well, they have to do that, Rob. They have
Yeah,
protocol.
dude, doctors just saved your life not a year ago.
Not this doctor.
It's not a doctor. It's a physician's assistant.
Okay.
Or an NP, a nurse practitioner.
Not this PA. But she goes through the dance.
Why do you hate her? Why did you hate her so much?
You have to do all this
What
stuff when
was
you
the
go to
look?
a visit, regardless.
Who is the celebrity she most resembled?
Yeah.
Don't know. Wearing a mask.
She was wearing a mask.
Yeah. She was blonde and she had blue eyes. That's all I can tell you.
You already hate her.
So she goes through the dance.
All those girls that rejected
Yeah,
her in
he's
high
like,
school.
oh.
That's right. Exactly.
How dare you be smart and pretty?
I should have said, I know you've made me wait 20 minutes, but do you have a man doctor here? Excuse me, nurse. But not really.
Did she identify herself when she came in?
Yes, by her last name, which I don't recall at this point. And she was, she was fine, but she went through all the stuff.
So you don't sweat the details like I do. You weren't reading the letters on her name tag.
Well, no, the name tag matched her name that she
No,
told
but
me.
I'm talking about
Mike's
the
a creep. He finds them on
NPPA.
Facebook and
That's
Instagram
not-
afterwards. That's a
one
different layer.
time.
of
That's
pervism.
one time that I did that.
It's
Damn it!
one time too many.
It was. She was willowy.
This PA was not willowy.
She wasn't
No, she was. How shall I say it?
pear shaped.
No, not really pear-shaped, but solid,
Oh,
Okay.
God.
like a
All
fire hydrant.
All right.
Sturdy.
Very sturdy.
Okay.
Shut up, Pony. You don't need your help here.
And so after the examination, she says, I'll be right back. And she leaves for about 5 or 6 more minutes. She comes back. She says, all right, we're going to give you an antibiotic and a cough suppressant. Exactly what I asked for.
But they can't. They have to go through something. It's like you've said for 50 years that you have allergies when you've had a myriad of health issues.
Yeah, but I
that
never
you
did
know-
not have allergies. Pardon the double negative.
I
Yeah, but
know,
we're
but
you can be, like, I guess, self-aware at this point.
Yeah.
You're
You used to call what you have right now allergies.
Yes.
You used
True.
to do it,
Yes.
and you'd go a month and a half
and you'd get
like this.
everybody sick, and then you'd wonder what was happening, and we'd
Right.
be like, hey, dude, go to the doctor.
I don't think I ever got anybody sick.
You're probably doing it right now.
No,
the
I did.
junkies got everybody sick.
That's what they did.
If
Guys.
the junkies got if the junk, and I'll call them the sports junkies because I've worked with them long enough to do that. The junkies,
Well,
Eric
the
Bickle,
sports
John Paul
junkies now,
Flame,
Yeah.
Jason Bishop, and Jonathan Cakes Orville.
Yes.
If one of those young men, and I call them young men, although they're old men now.
They're all 50 now.
And I'm really old man now. But I will tell you this, if one of the junkies got ill, WJFK would shut the F down.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Everybody would get sick.
Close
Well,
quarters.
I remember John JP licking everything.
Walking into our studio, we had separate studios.
Do you? But of the three of us here,
Yeah.
who is the most neglective, or has given their body and their health the most neglect?
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Except
So-
maybe Pony.
Yeah,
If you bring in the
Pony's a close second.
Yeah.
My liver's fine, though.
I'd love-
So you said.
When's
Sick
the last
burn.
time you...
Sick burn.
Good point.
Yeah, enjoy your Hendrix tonight. I bet his liver isn't all that.
Gin. He's talking about Pony's favorite gin.
Yeah.
So you get there, the 10-year-old gives you the prescription.
And then she says, listen, I'm really sorry, but there's been some changes in the rules. I can't give you any narcotic cough syrup.
Yeah, that's their thing.
Yeah.
That's their whole thing. You know, F medicine. I swear.
And
to
I
God.
said, well, that's unfortunate. And she
because
said,
really, to be honest with you, that's the only fringe benefit, right?
Exactly.
Of
Exactly.
dealing with this. You could have gone to the drugstore and gotten Robitussin.
Yeah, precisely. But she gave me these, they're called pearls. They're little pills.
Oh, I don't want to hear about your sex escapades.
No,
with.
well, no, Mike.
What?
There will be no sex. They're small. They almost look like vitamin A tablets.
Yeah.
And they're a cough suppressant, and they're not working.
Yeah, they're clearly. I was like, they're really kicking ass right now.
Well, I only coughed once. I just sound like garbage.
So can you get the high octane cough syrup?
Probably if I went to a proper doctor, but I didn't
Like
want to
Dr.
wait.
Nick.
Yeah, I didn't want to wait. 3 or 4 days to get an appointment.
You should call your guy
Tell him
and
to squeeze
tell him
you
what
in.
your situation is.
Okay. Well,
Can he just do it over the phone?
No, not a narcotic. You got to come
Thank
in
you.
for that.
Hey, doctor, what's his name again? Doctor, what's his first
Kevin.
name?
Oh,
Kevin, Dr. K. Hey, Dr. K.
K.
This is Robb Spiewak. Hey, man. I was wondering if I could get that stuff. I'm going to put it. I want to get that cough syrup you gave me last time. I want to put it in a champagne glass.
What's
What's
that?
What's that cough syrup? What tastes like grape?
And I want to chug it right down while I'm watching a real good war movie with an 18-year-old.
Was it? It's called The Incredible Hulk. It was Hennessy and codeine,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Boy, it's making me want some right now.
Yeah.
Wow, and I'm not even sick. God dang. That's great. I might, where's my dad? Where's my dad, Grass?
Dodd Gross.
Anyway, we'll take a break.
And
when
let's
we
hear it
come
for
back-
Pony's liver. It's perfect.
Yay.
Brought to you by Hendrix Gin. We'll take a break, and we will come back with more fun and more thrills on the Michael Mara Show. Right. Me mind on fire. Me soul on fire.
No. It's Buster Poindexter.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted me to read that a different way. Me mind on fire. Me soul on fire. Beating hot. See, I can, on command,
Yes.
dial in what Rob wants me to do.
Perfect.
Let me turn the music down. It'll be
Kill
better
the
if I do
music.
a drive.
Okay.
all right? Me mind on fire. Me soul on fire. Feeling hot. Oh, Lord. Beat
And
the
Mike,
heat. with-
true or
Yep.
false, Buster
What?
Poindexter, the grayest celebrity we've ever seen.
100%. So I'm in New York. Beat the heat with Liquid IV. With just one stick, get 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than water alone. Perfect for any time of day, anywhere. Made with premium ingredients, non-GMO, and free from gluten, dairy, and soy. Try the new sea berry and strawberry lemonade flavors, or stick with your old favorites. Plus, Liquid IV has donated over 39 million servings to over 50 countries, making it a positive impact, making it a wonderful positive impact on the world. You don't need the it there. Just for my making it.
You're right.
39 million servings to over 50 countries, making a positive. Yeah, they take the it out.
Okay. Get the it out of there.
Come on now. I know you're on codeine. No, you're not on codeine.
I wish I
Maybe
was.
you were on codeine. Making an impact on the world. They're wonderful. Be like me. Me hot fire, singing hot. Drink Liquid IV and feel awesome. Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code TMOS at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code TMOS at liquidiv.com. I want to say a couple of things about the bonus show tomorrow. a very special bonus show. Half of it tomorrow will be taken up with a very special interview.
Really?
Oh,
I'm
really?
surprising you guys. We were going to do that at another time, but it's the Charlie interview tomorrow.
Oh,
With Oscar and Robb interviewing
we
Charlie.
should talk about that
yeah,
because that is actually behind. Let's look behind the actor's studio.
yeah.
Oh, I did. I
You
misspoke.
you messed up because it's a
I'm
it's
sorry.
a separate standalone
It's just
show.
laying there, and I want to do it.
We can do it, but it's a different project.
Yeah, it's a different project.
Separate.
Yes.
Separate. Yeah.
It stands
Alone.
Stay tuned tomorrow. We'll do a regular bonus show. That'll be coming your way.
Yay.
a very special
Yay.
regular bonus
a
show.
very special bonus show, and you can hear it all on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Mike, tomorrow, half of the bonus show will make up 50% of the bonus show.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Thank you.
From the four corners of the World Wide Web and into your digital device, it's what you need to know. This is the homepage.
Me so dumb.
It's fine.
All right, Ted Lasso.
So
I haven't,
good.
Okay, I know people are already going nuts about it. I think I'm 2 episodes away from finishing. I don't know. How many episodes did they drop this year? Do you happen to know off the top of your head?
I think it was 12.
12? Okay, then I might be really...
The finale.
Yeah, finale.
The finale dropped yesterday on Apple TV+. Without giving away any spoilers, Jason Sudeikis says that this story is done.
Yes.
He says, quote, "It sounds like such a political answer, but it's the truth. We only conceived these 3 seasons. Then this thing became this big old thing. But before you get bummed out, there are opportunities for spin-offs, quote, whether it's a book, whether it's doing podcasts about the episodes to offer those audio commentaries, just to talk through things and the themes. And also, it would explain the show in a much more cerebral way than I ever would have been able to explain it to anybody." Jason has said that in the past that there were only going to be 3 seasons, so this shouldn't be much of a surprise, but Apple TV Plus has yet to confirm that it's officially over, and I say to Jason Sudeikis, kudos to you, sir. It's the type of show that you go out now and everybody will remember you with a sweet, sweet smell, and it'll be perfect.
It is.
I believe in
the
that.
12th episode is the finale this season, and that quote comes from a podcast called Fly on the Wall that I actually listened to today.
Oh, cool.
Which is David Spade and Dana Carvey, where they bring old Saturday Night Live people back in to talk about current projects and being on the show.
Well, it's I think it's great. That type of show, as much as I enjoy it now, I think that's that show would burn rapidly, and I think that's three episodes is perfect.
It is
wanting
perfect.
More.
3 seasons.
You want to
3
go back
seasons.
and look at it,
It
right?
is
3
perfect.
seasons.
Yeah.
You want to go back and look at it. Ryan Gosling, this is funny to me.
Yes.
Ryan Gosling has some thoughts about all his Gen Z haters who were upset about his casting as Ken in the upcoming Barbie movies.
Ken?
They said things like he's too old, he's too dry, and he's too ugly.
Oh,
Ryan says,
I
quote,
thought he was a dreamboat.
I would say, this is what Ryan says, I would say if people don't want to play with my Ken, there are many other Kens to play with. It is funny, this kind of clutching your pearls idea of like, hashtag not my Ken, like you ever thought about Ken before this. He's funny. Here's the quote continuing. But suddenly it's like, no, we've cared about Ken this whole time. No, you didn't. You never did. You never cared. If you ever really cared about Ken, you would know that nobody cared about Ken, so your hypocrisy is exposed.
Wow.
This makes me want. This is probably totally manufactured, and I want to go see the movie now.
I'm actually on Ryan Gosling.
Team
Look,
Gosling?
No, I think he's hot, but he's not hot enough to be Ken.
Well, who is?
Well, a younger Ryan Reynolds could have been Ken.
What about Freddie Prinze when he
No.
was younger?
No.
Because he played Freddie in the Scooby-Doo movies.
even a younger Ryan Gosling couldn't have been Ken. Like if I was going to cast.
Okay.
But a younger Ryan Reynolds, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I still think I'm still going with my original F. Murray Abraham.
Really good. He'd bring a lot of levity
Thank
to
you
the
very
script.
much. It was very important. There are some people right now, Rob, that are showing their teeth laughing at my joke.
I know.
It was very important for Harrison.
They're in
Ford.
walkers.
How dare you?
It's true, though. It was very important for Harrison Ford to act his age in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. That's why he got upset during one scene when stuntmen tried to help him get off his horse.
Oh, Harrison.
He said, I thought, what the F? Like I was being attacked by gropers. I said, leave me the F alone. I'm an old man getting off a horse, and I want it to look like that.
Your
Speaking
Harrison
of-
Ford has come a long way. I like it.
Thank you. Speaking of, well, I do a good old Harrison Ford because
Yeah.
I'm old. Speaking of things that make Harrison Ford grumpy, don't ever ask him who would win in a fight between Indiana Jones and Han Solo. People do it all the time, and he hates it. I like him because he hates
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
Here's his quote. I don't want to effing make stuff up. And he said the S word. I don't want to effing make S up like that. I mean, what are you asking me that crap for?
He sounds fun.
He does. Hey, he's curmudgeon-y.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. You know, that works for me. All right, here, the end of the senior year for a lot of the schools, there's one particular prank that's done. Seniors in Delaware pranked their principal by sneaking into her house in the middle of the night and sleeping on the floor. This is a good one. As dumb and dangerous as that sounds, they couldn't do that in Florida. They
No.
could not. Let me just say, if they did that in Florida, and I am not exaggerating here, if they did that in Florida, you would hear this. All right.
Oh.
That I mean, it would be like, the principal just woke up. The principal just woke up. No, run for your lives. Get back to your cars.
But Mike,
Anyway.
you're just being silly. No one graduates in Florida.
They don't. They just move on down the road. Thank you very much. Her name, the principal, is Joy McGrath. She's the head of a private Christian school about 30 miles outside of Wilmington, Delaware. They snuck in at 1 a.m. with blankets and pillows and basically had a big sleepover on the first floor of her house.
Pretty good.
She didn't find them until 6 a.m. when she walked downstairs to make coffee. Thankfully, she was wearing clothes, a robe, and yellow Crocs. When
Pretty.
she opened the door to her kitchen, the whole place was filled with kids. Is there video? I hope there is. According to, yep, there is a video. The entire senior class was in on it. It's a small school, but that's still something like 60 to 70 kids. You can tell it freaked her out for a second because she opened the door and immediately shut it again. But then she poked her head in and had fun. Instead of getting mad, she called it the most beautiful sight she could imagine. She was mostly just amazed they managed to sneak in without waking her up. I guess she's a pretty sound sleeper.
Did
with
you
that,
have a
right?
senior prank?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we did. We
What?
did. Well, we drowned our principal. Yeah,
Mike.
in the Connecticut River.
So dark.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Different times, but it was funny.
There wasn't cameras around.
No.
Sleep well with the fishes, Mr. Bartolotta. Thank you. Sorry about that. All right, very good. Moving right along. Tom Brady could indeed both own a part of the Las Vegas Raiders and quarterback the team this fall.
Whoa.
That's
That is
crazy.
if a large majority of the NFL's owners would allow it. A spokesperson for the Shield tells TMZ Sports 2 NFL-wide votes would be needed to Brady to be a part of the Las Vegas ownership group and be under center at the same time. The first 3/4 of the league would have to approve his acquisition of a piece of the Mark Davis franchise. The second 3/4 of the league would then need to vote on whether or not he'd be allowed to play.
Does he want to play?
I suppose there's something to it, but who knows? It'll keep him in the league. Man
That'll
loves
be
playing
the
football.
Do you
The
ever
first
want-
time that's happened since Wellington Mara.
He was a great wide receiver.
Really fine.
Mike, in a land full of egos,
Mhm.
I want you to put yourself in a room like this. You probably are the closest to that type of power than we'll ever be. Would you think that you would want to look across a boardroom and know that one of the guys in the room is also the starting quarterback for one of the teams?
I wouldn't bother me in the least. I
It
would,
wouldn't?
I would seriously. I would view it through the lens of profit. I would view it through the lens of what's going to generate heat for the league. That's how they, ultimately the way they think about that. I don't think it's that big a deal. I think, and by the way, I don't think he's the guy who's going to be sitting in at the owners' meetings. I think he's a minority owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
He's got a small part of the team, and I think
He's
Tom
on the
Brady,
Zoom call, but not in the room.
Yeah, Tom Brady staying in the league benefits the league. If both votes
Last
pass,
year, he was terrible.
Yeah, but he's still beloved.
he's still Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He is still hot.
If both
Could he
votes
play?
pass,
Could he play Ken?
Sure.
Maybe. A younger Tom Brady
Absolutely.
could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if you CGI him a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. If both votes pass, it doesn't feel like there'd be much opposition. Brady would then be free to help out in the Raiders front office and on the field. I don't know whether he wants to. I don't know any more details.
Let me Google hot leading men.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does it have autocomplete for you?
Chris Pratt.
I like him.
Because I have all the posters.
Yeah.
Okay, a young Brad
Liam
Pitt could have been
Hemsworth?
Ken.
I agree. Brad
A
Pitt.
young Brad Pitt could have been Ken. A young Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt's a uniquely, a unique-looking guy.
What about Michael Fassbender? A young Michael Fassbender.
No, too angular, too lean, too skinny.
Orlando Bloom.
Matt's brother.
With that,
You want to do a real
Yes.
weird one?
with that battering
A
ram.
young Christian Bale as Ken.
He
Yes.
could do it, but he'd be an angry
Thank you.
Ken.
Yeah, that's right. You're amateurs.
Just don't look at it, Barbie.
Yeah, who knows? Eat it.
Don't look at it. He
news-
doesn't have it.
News spread this week. I was talking about it yesterday that Al Pacino is 82 and having a baby
Hooah.
with Noor Al-Fala, 29. She's 29 any day now. But sources are saying there's more to the story. A new report has emerged suggesting that they have no relationship right now,
Oh.
despite being that she's 8 months pregnant. A bombshell report has been published suggesting that Noor was first introduced to Al before the pandemic and that she allegedly became friends with his other daughter, Olivia, who's a grown-up now.
Okay.
It's unclear what the timeline actually is, but apparently he actually thought their relationship was over for a long time, but when she became pregnant, she reportedly did not tell him until she was 11 weeks along. A source said she knew Al didn't want to have more kids.
Al.
You think? They have no relationship. It's a mess. Lawyers have been working on it for months. Al was allegedly so surprised by this pregnancy news that he wanted a paternity test done on the baby. No blood tests, he said, but when the child is born, Al wants to smell the baby. Hoo-ah! Smell the baby. I'll tell you whether it's mine. Yeah.
Here we go.
Give me the baby to smell. That's it. Right after it's born. Yeah.
Let's get Robb a mask.
Hoo-ah! That's it. We got to get out of
dying.
here. Take a break.
I'm not dying. I'm fine. Never better.
When we come back, we've already talked about Ted Lasso, so that's okay. I want to talk about the movie that I love so much that I think you're going to love as well. We'll do that when we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show. Derm Glow is your one-stop shop for looking and feeling your absolute best. Right now, Derm Glow is having a massive sale featuring 23 incredible items, so it's time to indulge. Derm Glow ships worldwide and offers afterpay for your convenience. From e-gift cards to luxurious body and skincare products, virtual skins consult.
How's that?
Carla, wife. Virtual skin consultations and indulgent pampering facials. Derm Glow has something for. Hey, if you can't mess up your wife's commercial,
Hey,
You can.
yeah.
Derm Glow has something for everyone.
She'd correct you if she wasn't so busy.
Show your dad some love this Father's Day with discounted prices on Mike's Big Package. Can you have Carla send you something besides that I don't have to say big package all the
Of
time?
course.
Mike's Little Package, too. Both are delightful. The
Are you
stuff
okay
I
with
like,
little package?
hey, look at me.
You go get him, Ken.
Thank you. Yeah, there's nothing down there.
Exactly. Smooth.
The SPF that she sells, I don't know what the name of it is. Probably SPF, but I don't even know what it's called. It's the
Let's
facial.
work on getting
it's,
that information.
Okay.
It's a lotion, and it's fantastic, and I use it every day before I go outside in Florida.
All over your body.
It's really good, okay? Don't miss out on these amazing deals.
May I just make a quick point here?
Yeah,
Please.
help me.
Maybe
Help
you
me,
just
for
say,
Christ's sake.
Carla, maybe I'd know more about this if you worked on me.
Yeah.
And then maybe you'd
Yeah.
get a little more effort on these reads.
Well, I use the repair bar. That I use it every day. I use the.
Where do you use it?
I use it all over my body, but primarily my face.
Ah.
And I use, but I rub my chest and my nethers. with
Does
the
it repair
bar.
it?
No, it's still broken, Rob. So
Broken
thank you.
chest.
But it's really great. It has a very unusual herbal scent to it, and it lasts and lasts. And then when you're ready to repair it, it's just a round bar.
Yeah, it's a
and
unique scent.
a
Yeah.
unique, and then you can take the little one that's left and you can mold it
Yes.
into the other one, and you really never run out.
It never goes away.
Visit dermglowskin.com today and shop for incredible offers that will brighten anyone's day, including yours. Dermglow, your path to radiant beauty. Visit dermglowskin.com today and tell them Roy Hobbs sent you. Pardon me, Mr. Hobbs, but I thought we had an agreement.
It's
A prevarication.
Robert Redford with the repair bar.
A cunard.
A canard.
This read reminded me of Norm MacDonald doing a Man Great read. Where he was there.
Yeah, how you doing?
He's like, look at this, Nick. Nick's who's Nick Swartzen?
Swartzen, I think.
Swartzen, yeah. He was on the show. This is look. His podcast was early days video. It was part of something called a video podcast network when I did
You
the buy.
advertised on it.
Yeah, and I did the buy. They're like, it's podcast with video. I was like, look, this is next gen. This is
Crazy,
early
yeah.
days. And when they sent me the commercial, and then there's a supercut on YouTube somewhere. We've played it here. It was Norm just being Norm, giving 0 Fs about the read, and just entertaining Nick.
Right.
And Nick said, "Aren't you supposed to be selling these?"
Yeah.
It was dictionary definition
Yes.
of the soft sell.
It was so funny. Can I just play a little bit of it, and if this actually holds up?
This is the
to see-
Norm MacDonald
Yes.
cut of doing your spot. All right,
Yes, yeah.
love to hear
Okay,
that.
you got the.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Hold on. Is it in all the way? Yeah, I hear it. Start in 2 seconds.
Listen, man. Hey, your mouth is my toilet.
Here we go.
Now, wait, what about the man grate? What is the man grate, you ask? Huh?
Fine, I didn't.
You didn't ask.
Is that like a genital cleanser?
No! No, my God. It is 100% made in America. Cast iron grilling grates.
Iron.
You don't pronounce it iron.
Larry.
Cast iron.
The word I-R-O-N is iron. No, iron.
Cast iron.
Iron?
Don't be like fucking Larry King. That motherfucker, I say iron, and he's up my asshole for fucking 4 days.
Not iron.
Okay.
We're going to read jokes. We read jokes.
I thought you were going to talk about this thing.
We're going to talk about the man grate. Man grate. Have you heard of the man grate?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
You have a father? Man grate is the perfect gift for this Father's Day. Is he alive? Yeah. If he was dead, it would have been a really bad moment in the commercial.
So he just didn't
Hey,
care.
your dad's alive?
No.
He didn't get it.
He just
but
didn't
it
care.
was so beautiful
God damn.
because you. This is
Your
why
father's dead.
let's put the ad buyer shoes on on Oscar Santana, where you knew just getting that word out.
Yeah.
Well,
Just get that word out.
This is, and I don't know. Maybe I shared this one other time on a bonus show because I was scared of like the statute of limitations.
Right.
I remember the owner of Man Grates stomping down the hall because I had a clear view to his office,
Yes.
like to my office in the tech corridor of Manassas.
Beautiful.
And
area.
he
One of
walks
the great
in.
minds. You think Silicon Valley had it? Folks, it was right behind the Cracker Barrel. It was spectacular.
God, that would be a great show on HBO instead of Silicon Valley, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
The tech
Manassas
corridor?
Tech Corridor.
Yes.
Bring your bicycle.
See you in Uno.
He walks in. He says, WTF, why did you buy Norm MacDonald? I just heard the spot.
Love it.
And I said,
love it.
what are you talking about? This is genius. It's so
Right.
terrible.
Yes.
It's going to be great. And he says, he doesn't even know the product. Does he even grill? I said, obviously
Does he even
not.
grill? Oh my God.
That's fantastic.
Does he even
I said,
grill?
Evan, I guarantee you this is going to move. Just give it a little time. It'll move units. It is so terrible. And he's got such high profile comedians with him telling
Right.
him how terrible he is at this.
Right.
That it's
All
going
right,
to move.
I vow to you and to my wife, Carla,
Yes.
that the next Dermglow Skin ad will be off script.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
as
Oh, wow, Rob.
As-
Oh, my God.
as-
You will say iron.
and I have not been right all the time. I had bad calls in the
Yes.
past. But
There's a way. There are people that get. Look, the great thing about people like Norm MacDonald is Norm got away with it.
he
Yeah.
did, and his brand
Because you
was
have
like
to-
this.
Yeah, you have to
Yes.
have a level of I don't give an F to be like
His
Norm.
return for us was 13-1. That's
Right.
$13 for every dollar we put into that show.
Exactly.
Which is,
Exactly.
I mean, that's unheard of.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It was
our return
wonderful.
here, it's like from our advertisers is anywhere from 4 to 6-1, which is still effing great.
Yeah.
And we are proud of that.
Yes.
But the thing about Norm, and when Norm would go on a talk show and just F with the host by telling a horrible joke that lasted for 15 minutes, Norm is he is a Marilyn Monroe-like figure
Yeah. Yes.
in comedy because his legacy will live on and on. Norm more popular in death than he was in life.
Mm-hmm.
He came out on-
Absolutely more popular.
Came out on Conan once after Conan had been canceled with a bouquet to congratulate him on his anniversary.
Absolutely.
After he'd been canceled.
Just because Norm had lived it. Norm
Of
had
course.
been the guy that got bumped. Can you imagine being at that level and not having any fear? Being on Saturday Night Live, and you see so many of those people that
Yes.
go on that show.
Norm was cool.
that-
Back
Norm-
to our
Norm-
conversation.
Yeah, he
He
was.
was cool.
Yeah.
He was a cool guy, and
Mhm.
he did not care.
Yeah.
He was delighted to be fired, and he told the world that he was fired on Letterman.
Yeah.
And talk show hosts loved him because you never knew what you were going to get, and that's what it was. Usually, in show business circles, if you go all the way back through the old talk shows, the only way you would get that kind of I don't give an F would be from the mega stars that had achieved it already, and they
Yeah.
didn't have to do it. With Norm, he didn't give an F when he was a brand new
When he was
figure
struggling,
on
yeah.
Saturday Night
Yeah.
Live.
Mm-hmm.
And it was and it's why Norm was Norm and why he probably didn't kiss the right ass and get to where he needed to be. And by the way, if I was to look back on my career, I would say kissing the right ass is way overrated. Way overrated. What's going to happen is going to happen. And, leave that to the non-creators. Leave that to the people that have to, do the schmoozing and get the money for the project and stuff. But I have become a connoisseur of Norm MacDonald posthumously. It is
It's
just
so unique.
so much fun.
It's so,
it's-
and authentic is the word.
That's
Authentic.
where-
Yeah,
That's true.
I probably didn't like him in his early days either because I always was kind of like, what are you doing there with that? And then when I just fell in love with him was his last appearance on Letterman where
Oh my God.
he came
Yeah.
out and we remember how many days did we talk about Clackety Yakety when he was doing
Yeah.
the Hitler joke. I don't know
The
if you guys are
world.
history buffs, the world. And we played that clip and then, unfortunately he passed shortly after that.
Yeah.
And it was, oh God.
If you get a
so-
chance, look at his stand-up special. I think it's still on Netflix.
Yeah, that's why I feel it's so recent because his special came out after he passed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a shame, and he kept it close to the vest.
Yeah.
Didn't want to share it with anybody,
Yeah.
and that was it. So once again, a salute to Norm, and he gets plenty of accolades. He does,
Yeah,
and
he does.
deservedly so. We need guys like that. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will discuss money.
Money.
It's called progressive pricing, and we also have a reason why the economy is turning around. Hey, little disco, everybody.
This is the theme to I Love Lucy. It's Disco Lucy.
Kickstart your journey towards healthy financial habits with your very first paycheck. If you just landed your first job, let me be the first to congratulate you, and let me remind you to set yourself up for success. By signing up for Chime and linking a qualifying direct deposit, you'll unlock a range of benefits. You can enjoy the convenience of getting paid up to 2 days early and the peace of mind that comes with fee-free overdraft protection. 2 days early means you'll be able to prepare your party like before your friends get their money. How about that? Up to $200. Plus, with Chime, say goodbye to monthly fees, minimum balance requirements, and deposit obligations. So sign up for a Chime checking account. Do it today to link your paycheck. It only takes 2 minutes and doesn't affect your credit score. Get started at chime.com/TMOS. That's chime.com/TMOS. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A., Members FDIC. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on payer. Spot me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. See chime.com/spot me. Thank you.
Wondrous.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. What is progressive pricing? What the hell is
Yeah, Oscar.
Mr.
Know-It-All.
Yeah, well, it depends. And this is where
Does it involve flow?
No, this is the best way to put this. If you've gone to the movies,
menstrual flow?
No. I meant flow from the progressive commercial.
and maybe it's more like reflective pricing for what I wanted to just bring up briefly. I wanted to go see the Guardians of the Galaxy movie this weekend. I know it was out 3 weeks ago. I just want to see it before it leaves theaters.
Okay.
Great movie, great ride.
Mike is. Do you know? A lot of people don't know this. Mike has seen every Marvel movie twice.
He's a big Marvel guy.
Loves it.
Marvel Mark.
Fantastic. Yeah, I've been on their ride at Disney World.
And
wonderful experience.
Shannon doesn't like movies. Fine. I've made peace
Carla
with
doesn't
it.
either. I feel your pain, Oscar.
So living in the city, the one upside, and I haven't done this as much as I'd like to ever since the world opened back up,
Yes.
was to go to movies by myself, especially in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see a movie by yourself.
Yeah, you can walk down, walk home, no problem. And this is
I like them. They're all X-rated, but I enjoy
this is
myself.
Monday.
Yeah, it's always weird when you take someone to a skin flick.
And she said, "Can we walk down to get the Father's Day's coming up? So we're going to Boston. We had to buy some stuff for my brother and for Father's Day present for my mom, whatever."
Like cleanser and
I
brushes?
said, "How about you go to the store and I'll walk down to theater, the Regal Cinema, and I'll finally get to see the Guardians of the Galaxy, the last film."
What's the title of it?
The third film of 3. Let me look. And
Guardians of the Galaxy. We've squeezed all the blood out of this turnip we can get.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3, now louder.
well, have you ever seen
Yeah, it's got the robots that like are cars and stuff.
That's the Transformers, Mike.
That's exactly what I said.
Is this volume 2 or volume 3?
Isn't
This
it
volume
volume 3?
Volume 3. It's
This has
volume
got
3.
the guy, the
Guardians of the
red
Galaxy
guy
Volume
that
3.
has the red guy that's got the horns. Hellboy.
That's
right?
it. No, that's not it.
Yeah, it's
No.
literally 3.
It's-
It's volume 3. It's called volume
This
3.
is the one. This is the one that's got the people in a glass mirror and they're in space floating.
No,
that's
no.
Superman
That's
3.
Superman
Superman
2.
3.
Superman
2?
2, yeah.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
All right, but is Hellboy in this?
I don't know 100%. I'd be making it up. I just know I have to see it. I have to collect all 3.
Hellboy.
I have to collect all 3. It's long. I wanted to go by myself. And Shannon said, look at this app. Have you ever seen pricing that's reflective of the times? And I'm not talking about a matinee price. I'm saying if you go at 1 o'clock, if you go at 2 o'clock, if you go at 3 o'clock, if you go at 11 a.m., all of them have different pricing.
Every time?
Every time except for the 7 p.m. and the 10 p.m. flat pricing. And I wanted to ask you, Mike, have you ever seen that before in your movie-going days?
I have seen matinee discounts.
Yes.
And I have seen senior discounts, certainly down here. There's a one of those theaters where you get the easy chairs, right? And
Yeah.
you see a lot of movie theaters like that now, where they have the the early showing, like the 4 o'clock movie or something like that, and they've got a deal and lots of deals. But as far as like 2 is different than 11, no, usually it's just matinees are
if it's
cheaper than like
before
7:30 and
yeah.
9:30,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I think that this is smart because you get to choose the times on, and it might entice moviegoers. And this might be complete marketing where they show you how much, like, even if it's one was 34% less, one was 44% less, like these, it wasn't
time
a whole
do you
numbers. I wanted to go in the evening, so it was locked in.
Okay.
Okay.
But I said, well, what's the cheapest? She goes, if you go at 11 a.m., it's 44% less than the price. I said,
And with the price of movies today, that's
I said, that's
a
something.
significant savings.
and she said, well, don't kids usually go at 11 a.m.? I said, I don't know if they're going to movies anymore. Maybe this
that
is
might
something.
be 2 containers of Mentos cinnamon gum.
Could be.
What's the movie ticket cost in Florida?
A movie
A
ticket,
real, an adult movie ticket, 7 p.m. showing, hypothetically.
Triple X.
Just
No, not
regular,
that
like,
kind of
new
adult.
You said
movie
adult.
feature.
Yeah. Down here we will pay for our cinema. Figure in the extra sound, special speakers in there,
Yeah.
wheelchair access,
Wheelchair access.
special bathrooms, ramps.
Rams.
$2,000 for the Cinnamon Tony.
But that comes with a plate of nachos.
Yeah, a plate of nachos and lactose-free
So
cheese.
in DC for Regal, for the tickets we pay, it's roughly $25 for the theater for one person.
That's
for an adult, right?
a crime.
And so if you're thinking you're going to save half of that money, I'll go to 11 a.m. all day if it's a weekend,
I'll go this weekend
right?
without my family. Just
Yeah,
get away.
I
Michael,
and
no
don't-
piano today. Your father can't drive you. He's going to the 11 a.m. show.
No, don't tell them you're going. Just go.
But
Just
I'm
go.
asking you
Where's
this.
Dad?
Yeah.
The cinema.
Does saving half mean anything to you all if you're going to go see a movie? And do you think
It's
this is
irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
I believe it's irrelevant. What is relevant is that now we are seeing car ads for 0% financing. Ladies and gentlemen, that means the economy is turning around. They know more than we know. Big Car knows more than we know. And 0% financing, giving you free money for your car to finance your car and not pay any interest, means the economy is turning around. And
they'll-
you can take that new car, that shiny new car that you're going to be paying for 72 months. You can take it to the cinema and save half.
That's right.
Where did you see 0%?
A truck ad down here, a Ford truck ad, I believe. I think it's a nationwide promotion. You'll see it. Turn your TVs on, you know?
Yeah.
But
I
for
mean,
how long?
Open your eyes, jackass.
The first 24 months, and then it gets jacked up to the prime rate?
No, I think it's 0% financing for a term, like they used to.
But
Remember
not
when
for
they
s-
did that all the time?
Not for 72 months, probably.
I don't know what the details are. I'm going to find out, and I'm going to bring it in tomorrow, though.
Nice.
That's what I'm going to do. God damn it. I'll bring
It's
it to you,
a
and I'll let you know.
reflection of the inventory glut that's happening at dealers.
But I also told my wife the other night, I had no idea I could sell my life insurance policy. God, I heard that 9 times today, listening to MSNBC.
Nice.
God, serious, you suck. It's an interesting way to end the break, wasn't it?
I like the out cue.
It's true, though. Hey, I can't believe I mentioned Dadgrass, and I didn't know they were going to be a sponsor
They're
today.
on today, man.
Dadgrass rocks, the perfect afternoon reset for those feeling burnt out from their daily routine. It's legal, organic, smokable hemp. That's what it is. It relaxes your body. It mellows your mind. Dadgrass offers 100% organic pre-rolled joints. They are very low in THC, and they are high in CBD, and that allows you to enjoy the effects while keeping a clear head. But if you prefer the toke without the smoke, Dadgrass gummies, love them. That's what I use. They are the best on the market, providing all the mellow goodness without any smoke required. All Dadgrass products leave you in a euphoric mood, so you'll be able to relax and unwind in no time. So do yourself a favor and snag 5 minutes for a Dadgrass toke break. You deserve it. All Dadgrass products are federally legal for ages 18 and over, and it ships right to your door anywhere in the U.S. Right now, Dadgrass is offering TMOS listeners 20% off your first order when you go to dadgrass.com/TMOS. Go to dadgrass.com/TMOS for 20% off your first order. Remember, man, that's dadgrass.com/TMOS.
The flip side. Oh, Bruce Springsteen.
The boss?
Yes, he was on tour. He is on tour in Europe, and he was playing a show in Amsterdam.
The guy works his ass off.
He needs the money.
Yeah, right.
Why?
Kidding.
Stop it.
He was going up. It was a 2-level stage, and he was walking up with a guitar, and he fell. And the entire E Street Band rushed to his aid. But I like what he said after he fell. You hear the crowd
That's the
go,
fall.
Yeah.
He gets up. They pick him up, actually.
Yeah.
I looked at that jaunt because, Mike, he's in great shape.
He
The
is.
boss.
He's in great shape. However, I watched a ton when the tour was going. They're just delightful to watch. Live clips of Bruce Springsteen
Great band.
performing. He walks with a gait that reminds me of a guy. I don't know if he's had hip replacement surgery or not. He walks with that kind of gait that no matter how fit you are, you never get over that. And I don't know what the process
I blame
is.
that on his jeans. They're so tight.
They're
so tight.
Oh, not like his forefathers.
No, like
his actual blue
his
jeans.
actual
Levi's,
denim, Rob.
denim jeans. I was like, those are tight jeans for a man his age.
Yeah, he's amazingly fit for a guy his age. I'm not sure, but
Could he
that
play
stage,
Ken?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
He crawls all over that stage. He's going up and he's going down and he's jumping around like Freddie Mercury when he was alive. It's an intense performance. It really
Good band. Now, Oscar, I thought of you when I saw this. A guy robbed a convenience store with a gun that he had painted black.
Oh, no.
It was not a real gun. It was from Duck Hunt.
Nintendo?
Yes. And
Nintendo? And this is classic Nintendo people.
Yeah, boy.
And I wanted to play this for you because it made me think of it. Wait for the dog. I loved the dog in Duck Hunt.
When you were a kid
Yeah.
and Duck Hunt came out, just like a window into my soul, the fact that you could aim your plastic gun at the screen and the duck would fall was like magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It
found
was
out
very,
later
very
that
special.
actually the TV was sending a signal to the gun
Yeah,
as
yeah.
opposed to the gun sending a signal to the TV.
We used to throw jacks. And we'd say, look how they move.
Dink, dink, dink.
It's wonderful.
Do you remember, I think it was a week and a half ago, a lady was following her GPS and drove down a boat ramp into the water?
Seems to be happening a lot lately.
Same,
It really does.
same boat ramp in Hawaii, but this one is special because the tourist won't get out of the car till she turns off her windshield wipers. Duh.
Wait,
While
what do you
she's
mean
in
the
the water?
tourist? What
the
do you mean
tourist,
the tourist?
the tourist that was in the car.
Oh, the lady that was in the
yeah,
car.
She wouldn't get out until she turned off her wipers.
Okay, we're at Honokohau Harbor, and this lady just drove into the boat ramp.
Just who cares? Leave them on. Let's go.
Well, you gotta leave the
Get
car.
out of there now.
It's gonna start taking on water right now.
Hurry, it's going under. Hurry up and get out. Hurry up and come my way. Hurry up. Swim. Hurry up and come over here. That's his float. You can use it as a float. Put it under you.
Hurry!
Give me your hand.
Hurry up!
Hurry.
Okay?
Hurry!
Here, let's get you up on the dock.
Get up in here.
Come here up with me.
I have a lot of questions for you.
What a way to end the day, huh?
She's fine. She's fine.
Hurry up! We'll take you to McDonald's and get you a McFlurry.
Do you think that is a Hawaiian accent? That affectation?
Oh, no, if it was, it wouldn't be that intense. If it was a Hawaiian accent, it would be like tiny bubbles.
What is the shock
Makalaki, waki,
that hits a person when you're like, I can't leave this vehicle even though it's clearly destroyed?
You know, I've seen a lot of movies.
It's called the Spiewak.
It's oh God,
He would know.
Rob. By the way, Rob was. I forgot where it happened, but did you see the video of Rob's car?
Yes.
That was on the news last night, where that car went up the ramp. A car
Oh, I
speeding down
saw that on the news.
100
Yeah,
miles
the
an
news,
hour,
yeah.
goes up on one of those flatbed tow trucks,
Like the
and
Dukes
goes
of Hazzard.
Yeah.
full Dukes of Hazzard. It
Mhm.
was stunning.
Yeah,
I've
loved
never
it.
seen anything like that. Made the nightly news.
I said, I wish I was in that car.
So dark.
Let's close with this, Mike.
Yes.
TikTok, if you have a dog and you're getting the tag updated, you might want to think of a way to make sure the dog is returned to you, because this looked like a purebred German Shepherd. And there's a chance that that's a very valuable dog.
When Mason was a puppy, I was updating his dog tag at the local pet store. And he said, well, the thing about your dog is if somebody found him, they might want to keep him. Because your dog looks expensive, people might see him and think that it's more worth it to sell him and make money off of him than to return him to you. So what you need to do is put something on his dog tag that will motivate the finder to return him to you as quickly as possible. And I was like, challenge accepted. I don't think he knew that I was going to go so hard on the dog tag, but this is what it says now. Needs meds or he'll shit everywhere. If that does not convince strangers to take you back to me or to the local veterinarian as soon as possible, I do not know what will.
The beautiful thing is the little metal tag that actually says that. Very, very funny.
smart.
So
And then,
funny.
Mike, that's all I got for you today.
That's why on Frankie, I actually had them redone. We did them down at the Publix down here, that grocery store chain
Yeah,
that we have
yeah.
down in Florida. Frankie's now says free to a good home.
Really?
That's it. Yeah, that's all we have. Yeah.
I thought you got rid of the tag that said drop in any mailbox for free return.
Actually, it says free, and then underneath it says, I thought I told you I was blind. I'm sorry. I shouldn't make jokes
Well, he
about
tells
my dog
fortunes
being
now.
blind. Yeah, I got to get out of here. Anyway, for Robb Spiewak and Oscar Santana, this is old Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Here's Johnny.
Mike is very, very, very attractive.
That's it? That's all you got for me up here, you candy-ass clown? Come on!